Search continues tonight for a driver in a deadly Riverside street race, and the family of the teen killed cannot believe she's gone. KCAL 9's Nicole Comstock spoke with Gabriela Martinez's aunt about the devastating loss.
First responders rushed a young woman to the hospital, trying their best to save her life after her Mustang crashed into a tree in Riverside. Gabriela Martinez had just graduated high school in Hemet. The 17-year-old did not survive her injuries.
I remember when she was small, she would come and give me a hug.
Debbie Ibarra watched Gabriela grow up. Yes, her niece was beautiful, but she says her intelligence and motivation were truly something to be proud of. At 17, Gabriela had already become a certified nursing assistant. No one imagined she would engage in the street race that police say caused the fatal crash.
Not worth it to lose a loved one like this due to racing, or just slow down, that's all. Don't do this. It hurts a lot of families.
We actually had a witness call who said that they saw what appeared to be both of these cars, this Mustang and this Camaro, racing each other down the street at the time of the collision. In fact, the Camaro, it looked like it cut off the Mustang, causing the Mustang to go into that tree.
Riverside police officer Ryan Railsback says investigators don't know if the driver of that Camaro knew Gabriela or raced her in the spur of the moment, because the driver of that Camaro stopped briefly but then drove away from the crash.
You know, with the police station being right there, it was kind of like, wow, right in front of the police station. Good one, guys.
That's what Derek Williams said when he saw the two cars racing down the street Sunday night just before the crash. But after he heard about Gabriela's death and her passenger's serious injuries, he thinks adults watching this should all think of what they did as kids and talk to their own.
As much as people talk about what they shouldn't have done, they need to think of if that was theirs.
Police say they're still going through security video along Magnolia Avenue, and that they're looking for the driver of a 2011 dark-colored Chevy Camaro. They still need to speak with that driver. Reporting in Riverside, I'm Nicole Comstock, KCAL 9 News.
A tragic discovery after a